This is everything I did for my boyfriend today as a stay-at-home girlfriend.
What happened to the stay-at-home girlfriend trend?
Day in my life as a stay-at-home girlfriend. Morning in my life as a 25-year-old stay-at-home girlfriend.
I remember this was very popular back in 2021, 2022, and now I don't see any of that content online anymore.
The first thing I always do is make him a coffee.
In 2021, there was a new type of influencer that was popping up on TikTok. The stay-at-home girlfriend, cooking, cleaning, and a lifestyle that was all funded by their boyfriends. Since then, more people have been following the stay-at-home girlfriend trend. And probably one of the most popular people of the stay-at-home girlfriend trend was Kendall K, an OnlyFans creator turned stay-at-home girlfriend who's now single. All in 1 year. Cleaning up the bedroom, cleaning up the living room, going from comfy outfit to comfy outfit. Kendall K was vlogging her everyday life and it was getting extremely popular on TikTok.
Day in my life as a stay-at-home girlfriend in Miami. I journaled and drank my juice, then I tidied up the bedroom, made the bed, then did my skincare routine, took my probiotics, then her coffee delivery came. I got like a little mini latte and did my ice rolling in the sun. Then I tidied up our closet so we could find our outfits and picked out mine for the day. And then I put it on.
I'm sorry, stay-at-home girlfriend.
And I tidied up the living room, opened up the blinds to get the vibes going, and did a little walk to Parodies, and had a post-workout smoothie. Walked over to Target and browsed around for a couple hours, then sat in the sun and read. Then I talked to Luke for a little bit, and then I checked some emails.
What emails do you have to check? Coupon codes? So Kendall K was once an OnlyFans creator who was living the high life, or so it seemed. She was on yachts, in luxury hotels, going to fancy parties. Then she met someone named Luke Lintz, who was a finance bro, or crypto entrepreneur, I don't know.
Did you know that by 2030, having a pair of six-pack abs is going to be more rare than being a millionaire?
I guess now he's a manosphere influencer. But after Kendall and Luke met, almost overnight, Kendall changed her entire online persona. She shifted her image from bikinis and bottle service to prayer journals and Pilates. So she wanted to change her content and get out of OnlyFans, and he wanted a traditional girlfriend.
I no longer had like an income source. I didn't really know what to do with all my time, so I just kind of started being around the house more, taking care of Luke, like constantly cooking for him, because that's like my natural instinct is what to do that. And he always has taken care of us financially, so I think he also knew that it was time to like step up. We never really had a conversation being like, okay, you're now the stay-at-home girlfriend and I'm gonna work and make all the money. It just was kind of this natural progression. I saw these videos on TikTok about being a stay-at-home girlfriend, and I had never heard of that term before. And I just highly related to it since I wasn't working and my boyfriend was taking care of me, and my life just looked so similar to these other women who were calling themselves stay-at-home girlfriends. So I decided to start calling myself that too.
So it looks like it was working out for both of them. Well, so it seemed. Kendall's stay-at-home content was blowing up on TikTok, and it was very similar to the trad wife content that you may or may not have seen. So she gained a pretty big female audience, doing daily routines, skincare routines, Pilates. The message was really weird, but it really seemed like she was promoting submission as a luxury. When you're dating the man of your dreams and now all you do is travel the world, dress cute, drink wine, and go to fancy dinners. Oh, that's nice.
This is everything I did for my boyfriend today as a stay-at-home girlfriend. The first thing I always do is make him a coffee. He loves these lattes with some cinnamon on top. And then I take it down to his office for him. And then he handed me his water bottle to fill up. And I realized I had to change the water filter, which I needed some help with. And then I continued to fill up his water with ice cubes. I tidied up our room and made the bed, unloaded the dishwasher, and then reloaded it. Made Luke some chicken salad on toast, then made him another latte because he always likes to have a second one in the afternoon. I sorted all of our laundry into piles and started putting it into the washer. When it came around dinner time, I started to get cooking. I make dinner every night. Tonight I made lamb meatballs, which is one of Luke's favorite meals. They turn out so yummy. And then after dinner, I clean up all the dishes in the dishwasher. And I think I forgot to cut this part out. Oops. I made him tea, and then I hung up a lot of the laundry.
I guess the whole purpose of her videos was it was promoting self-care and living a traditional life, but still living a life of luxury.
Saw a butterfly, and then we stopped at this cute wine store, got a bouquet of flowers.
The highlight of her day was seeing a butterfly. And at the time, a lot of people were making fun of this content. And I only saw the parodies of these videos, and I never understood what the reference was.
Morning in my life as a 25-year-old stay-at-home girlfriend. One of the very first things I do after I put my dress on is I will open up the shades and let the light stream in from the outside world. Then I'll usually check to make sure that Rodney did indeed lock the door. It locks from the outside, and sometimes I think maybe he'll forget. Then it's time for breakfast. Every day, Rodney leaves me a plastic cup full of water, some protein powder, and a little white pill. Some days I'll take the pill, some days I won't. Today I decided to take it. While I'm in the kitchen, I'll double check to make sure that Rodney remembered to lock the kitchen window. He always does.
Despite all of the online parodies, it doesn't seem like she cares that much, and she even talks about the pros and cons in a Q&A that she did.
I don't have to work, I don't have to report to anybody, I can sleep in every day, I get to take care of myself, be in my feminine flow. When I'm tired, I get to rest. When I have energy, I do things. Like, I don't have any schedule for myself. I'm very much like in the flow of what feels good for me, and like I have time to just pursue what I really want to do, which is like content creation, cook, take care of myself, like take care of my boyfriend, take care of our house. Like, there's just a lot of freedom that comes with it. The only con is that I don't have much of my own income, but it doesn't really affect me much because my boyfriend does cover most of our expenses. I'm like kind of a minimalist, believe it or not.
But there was one video that she posted that made everyone realize that this isn't as perfect as she's making it seem. So she uploaded a 1-minute video talking about how she's a stay-at-home girlfriend, and in the clip, she shows herself waking up, making drinks, her skincare routine, journaling, going to the beach, eating a smoothie bowl. But when it got to the part where she talks about journaling, somebody actually decided to zoom in on the journal, and this is exactly what she has been writing about. Unsatisfied with my self-care looks, stagnation in my career, lack of fun/social life/excitement, negative self-talk, relying on other people to have a good day, week, month, year, limiting beliefs. That does not sound like the journal of someone who's enjoying their life.
This is my current journal and planning routine as a stay-at-home girlfriend. Lots of you are curious, so let's get into it. I write out what I'm eating for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I also write out what I'm planning on doing for a workout that day, and then here I do a morning mind dump where I just basically dump any thoughts in my mind.
So like I said before, Luke was big into crypto and finance, but then he started to shift into a lot of Andrew Tate-like manosphere content.
I don't think that men and women can actually truly just be friends. There's always like some underlying motives that is likely sexually based.
You see, it's got like the classic hustler music in the background. He's talking about how you should never chase women. This is exactly when Luke decided to break things off with Kendall completely, even though she did everything for him, who she's been working on hand and foot, making him coffees, making him dinner, making a journal listing out the ways that she can stay beautiful and in shape for him, but it wasn't enough because of her past OnlyFans career.
It goes back to OnlyFans.
Kendall had a podcast, Girly Chat, Breakups, Boys, and Boundaries, and in this episode, she talks about how it was Luke's idea for her to get out of OnlyFans.
I put OnlyFans for him. I made that decision.
And even though she did, it wasn't good enough because at the end of the day, she was demonic for even having that content in the past.
Yes, he thinks that like
That was so
OnlyFans
dumb.
is like demonic. He literally has been using those words.
That's a heavy word.
demonic. And that when we met, because we met through the same person, which was my OnlyFans manager, a demonic, dark energy.
She says that the entire rebrand, the entire 180 change into a traditional girlfriend was something that was his idea, and she gave up her entire life to do it.
I built my whole life around him. I moved to Puerto Rico with him.
Dude, you're speaking. I know.
You know?
I do know.
I don't have a car. I don't have a car anymore.
I know,
I don't have health insurance
same.
here. I don't have anything here.
No, you gave up everything for him. Okay, can you tell me about the call?
Seems like her ex and her ex's family was very religious, and they just really weren't letting this slide.
I mean, his whole family's like Christian. Like, his dad's super Christian, his mom's Christian, his brother Jackson is like really Christian. So like, of course, like Luke has like some Christian like morals. Basically, he just should have never pursued an OnlyFans girl. His morals were so misaligned with mine, and you know, I'm still okay with it.
Originally, she said that there was a natural progression from her old content to her traditional content.
We never really had a conversation being like, okay, you're now the stay-at-home girlfriend and I'm gonna work and make all the money. It just was kind of this natural progression.
But now it seems like Luke was the person that was pressuring her to do all these things.
This is my day in the life as a stay-at-home girlfriend.
Now that they've broken up, Kendall has changed her content once again. She's still vlogging, but now it's mostly health and wellness vlogs. Beauty tips, travel vlogs to Tulum, wellness videos. Pretty much the same things she was doing before, but now she isn't catering to her man. That, and she's doing more modeling. Things that she liked to do before, but really wasn't allowed to.
Most guys would like be excited that their girlfriend's like running around the house in a bikini taking pictures, but like he is like, he views it as like every picture I'm taking, like another man is like staring at me, and he's very possessive. And he agrees that he's possessive. Like, he thinks that's like a Christian value, is to like be possessive over your woman. He believes that like the body is sacred.
You should be sharing
You should
that.
not be sharing your body because it's sacred. There's just so many things. He's like, I lied to myself our whole relationship that I was okay with this.
Kendall's breakup story was basically a cautionary tale. Building your whole identity around a partner and letting social media romanticize dependence as a luxury, it didn't end well. And it's something that she's realizing now.
Instead of like the old content I was making, which was like OnlyFans content, I was now making like this like girly girl lifestyle content, and he was like all for it. He's like, yes, you can be the stay-at-home girlfriend now. Like, that's what I want you to be. It's kind of how it progressed.
He doesn't regret being with me. Like, we didn't.
He doesn't.
No, we had a great relationship, but he thinks that he should have never pursued me. He was lying to himself by thinking that he would be okay with being with an OnlyFans girl.
I know I'm currently dressed like a stay-at-home girlfriend, but hey, this is my day off, okay? I just wanted to sit, relax, and watch You Season 5. Leave me alone.